Hi there, and welcome back to Founder's Journal. Now today I want to talk about conscious biometric cryptography. But before I do that, I want to update you on how I'm doing with the branding and the website. So bit by bit I'm updating the website, rewriting the whole thing, and I think I've got the basic branding right now. So what I'm saying is, if I go here, so the basic branding is ENTIFY, Sovereign Identity Operating System. Lawfully self-issued, legally verified, cryptographically protected. Now I think that covers everything, and that again is anti-criminal. So this will put off any criminals. This is high value, high integrity, high trust. And then the introductory text goes something like this: unified protection for your identity, property, finance, communication, rights, and even your life. We can do so much with this system. Modern systems want your data, your name, and your compliance. ENTIFY gives you something radically different. Self-issued sovereignty, lawful identity, privacy by design, and total control over your digital existence. ENTIFY means to create an entity. You as a sovereign, cryptographically secured, living being. You entify yourself through a breakthrough fusion of lawful affidavit identity, sealed legal KYC identity, hardware anchored conscious biometric cryptography, private trust asset protection. You receive a self-owned identity vault, anonymous to the world, accountable to yourself. So I like that. I think that's good. So that is up on the website. So you can check out the website and watch my progress. You know, keep checking back. I'll let you know when the website is finished. It's going to take me a while to finish it, but step by step I'm updating it. And really this system comes from a lot of breakthroughs. There's so many new breakthrough technologies to build this system. And I've got a list here. So ENTIFY combines breakthroughs across multiple fields: conscious biometric cryptography, hardware sealed identity vaults, private trust law integration, affidavit-based identity creation, decentralized communication networks, anonymous compliant banking layer, decentralized allodial reserve for asset protection, unstealable physical asset tagging, personal safety and protection systems. There's so much we can do with this. Now really there's three things going on here. We're going to have the ENTI card. The ENTI card is our identity vault, and that is built on the Elerium chip, microchip. Essentially, it's going to be one of these. This is my hotel card. It's the same as a credit card. There's nothing. This is a key. This is a key that lets me into my hotel room. Only one room, and only I've got the key. So this is the ENTI card. But the cryptography of the ENTI card is ultimate. We've never seen this high level cryptography ever before. So my ENTI card is my key. It's a key. It's a key that unlocks my identity vault. So I've got to be clear here. The key is offline, but the vault is on the blockchain. That is an NFT on the blockchain. Now in the beginning, we're going to use Solana blockchain. But in the end, we will have ENTIFY's own meshnet blockchain. So that is something new. that will be perfectly independent, unbreakable. But even Solana blockchain is unbreakable, and we can have this key to unlock your vault, your NFT on the Solana blockchain. That is still going to be unbreakable. But this card, the ENTIFY card, is more than just that. You can use this to verify high-level transactions, for example. You can use it to open a door, a real physical door. You can have a bank vault and you need this key to open it. Very high-level cryptography. The second thing we'll have is the ENTIFY phone. So I haven't got my phone, I'm filming on my phone there. The ENTIFY phone is like your hardware wallet. So you've got two things. Your ENTIFY card is your vault, and your ENTIFY phone is your hardware wallet. These two things will work together. And then the third thing you're going to have, is your ENTIFY tags. So this is the ability to tag an object, anything. And this again comes from the same technology as your ENTIFY card. It's the Ethereum chip. This Ethereum microchip will be embedded into this card that's developed by Nicholas and BChat Networks. So the Ethereum tag is an ENTIFY tag. I'm going to call it the ENTIFY tag. That is the basis for the ENTIFY card. But this ENTIFY card is essentially a tag, but we're tagging ourselves. We hold it. The ENTIFY tag, I'll be able to tag anything. I mean, say these glasses. These glasses might be worth, I don't know, high value glasses. They're worth $1,000, $10,000. I can have an ENTIFY tag on them, and that will identify the glasses. That gives the glasses or any object a digital identity. Just like me, this ENTIFY card gives me a digital identity, but the ENTIFY tag gives any object a digital identity. And it will all connect to my vault, my identity vault, and my ENTIFY phone, my identity wallet. So this already is absolute breakthrough technology. Unbreakable. We've never seen this before. All by itself, that is good enough. However, we need one more level of cryptography for this. Because we'll have the ENTIFY phone, a phone, we need to unlock the phone. So the phone unlock is really the frontline cryptography. Because if it's easy to get into your phone, well, then you can get into the system and you might be able to do something, use the communication. You still won't have the ENTIFY card. The ENTIFY card you keep separate, locked away at home, but you have the phone. And the phone itself must be unbreakable at the front line. So what I've developed is what I'm calling conscious biometric cryptography. Again, we've never seen this before. Your phone essentially will have a symbol unlock. So I'm calling these the magic symbols, or the secret symbol signature, SSS. That's quite nice. And it will also be your autograph, your signature. You will have to sign on the phone. So maybe you sign with a stylus, so you're actually writing like a pen, or your finger. And the secret symbols will have to be, of course, your finger, because that's to open the phone. Now, but this is very advanced. For this conscious biometric, it's not like we've seen before. We've already got symbol unlock, and people have complained, yeah, it's not very good. But this conscious biometric cryptography has to be good. So again, we have not seen this before. This has to be developed. We need a whole module in the phone because it must capture the movement of your finger in detail over time. Your autograph might take, I don't know, 3, 4, 5 seconds to write. Your secret symbol needs a level of complexity. You know, it takes maybe 3 seconds to activate, to use. And it will have to capture your detailed personal movement. And it's conscious because you must concentrate to do it. And again, people won't like this, it's difficult. But remember, now ENTIFY is exclusive. It's not for everybody. It is only for high trust, high integrity, high value, sovereign individuals. We have to know what we're doing. So the secret symbol or your autograph represents your conscious integrity. You have to concentrate and do it. It's a high level mastery skill. Again, we've never seen this before. If you're going to dedicate yourself to master a secret symbol or master your autograph, that shows your conscious integrity. It shows your responsibility, and it will give you unbreakable cryptography. See, once you combine conscious biometrics with the Elerium tag, the ENTI card, the ENTI phone, and the ENTI tag, tagging objects, these two things together are quite literally unbreakable cryptography. Again, exclusive only for sovereign individuals that have created their identity on this vault. Now, again, it's difficult. So in the beginning, we can have a PIN code or, the fingerprint unlock, as we're used to. That's fine. But over time, you practice. You see that the phone, the ENTI phone, will have a training module. It will be like a game. Mastery of your secret symbol, mastery of your autograph. You will have to practice, and I suspect it will take maybe a month of practice to do this. So that shows your conscious intent. But the way I see it, it will be like an addictive game. You have to practice mastering your secret symbol, mastering your autograph, and the phone will let you know once you've done it. And then it will give you a message. You have nearly approached mastery. Keep practicing. And one day it will say, yes, you have mastered your secret symbol. You have mastered your autograph. Would you like to use this now as your cryptography? And then you say yes. Now imagine that. If on your phone, the only way you can open your phone is by doing a magic symbol. It has to have a certain level of complexity. It can't just be like a circle. No, it will have to be like calligraphy. It needs to take 1, 2, 3 seconds. Certain level of complexity. It will have pressure. You could have hard pressure to light pressure. Again, this allows disabled people also. Maybe you haven't got the dexterity to use your finger or use a pen, but you can do tapping, pressure sensitive tapping in different positions. So a handicapped person could do it. You might have a missing hand, you have a stump. Again, it will have the ability to feel the stump of your hand. I mean, even the level of, you might not have no hands, you've got a nose. You can have the phone on your nose and draw your nose on it. Something, it will be completely accessible to everyone. There will be a way, but that technology has yet to be developed. However, it can be done. So the ENTI phone will have the hardware built into it. It will have the ENTI card works together with the ENTI phone and works together with the ENTI tag. All different objects that you own are tagged and connected to your identity. Now this gives you a totally private, secure network. Your identity and your proven ownership of things. Your car, imagine your car. The only way you can drive your car, you need your ENTI phone or your ENTI card. But more than that, the ENTI phone, you touch your car, it won't open. It will then say, please do your magic symbol. You have to do your magic symbol, accepted, touch your car again, then it opens. Again, this covers even coercion. See, coercion is the biggest problem in all cryptography. Someone forces you, open your phone, open your car. Or imagine inside the car is an ENTI car. So you got in, but to drive the car, you have to draw your magic symbol on the screen. Now, if someone has a gun to your head, get into your car, now take me somewhere. You have to draw the symbol, but it won't work. They've got a gun to your head, you're nervous, the symbol won't work. But they won't understand it. They won't understand it. You'll say, look, I can't do it. You're stressing me out. I have to be calm, I have to be centered, because this is conscious biometric. We've never seen this before. It's not just your physical biometric, it's your consciousness must be active. For a moment, you must focus. You must focus. Draw the symbol. So, like I said, we've never seen this before. Not everyone will want this. This is exclusive, but this is the ultimate unbreakable cryptography, conscious biometric, and this is future-proof. However far in the future you go, this will always be unbreakable. It must involve your consciousness. It also means if you are drunk, incapacitated, it won't work. You want to drive your car, you've been drinking, can't do your symbol, the car won't start. So we'll have a private car, but no one will mind because it's so secure, it will not allow drunk driving. Only the real responsible sovereigns that do not want to do drunk driving will be able to have an empty car. It will be perfectly acceptable, legally and lawfully. Everyone will like it. It will be the first car that cannot be stolen, cannot be coerced to be stolen. They cannot force you to drive it, a gun to your head. You won't be able to start it. And it won't work if you're drunk. It is quite incredible, exclusively only for true sovereign, high responsibility, high integrity, master level living beings. So you will have this training module. And like I said in the beginning, yes, we will have biometric fallback, we will have PIN code fallback, but ultimately you will have this cryptography. Now what happens if, you can't do it, something happens, you're locked out of your phone, doesn't matter, don't worry. What you have to do is go back home, get your ENTIFY card, and once more touch your card to the phone to unlock it, in the worst case scenario. You still will be able to get in. And remember, what happens if you lose your ENTIFY card? You've lost your phone and for some reason lost your card, there will still be a way to regain your ENTIFY card, get a new one, get a new phone. But it's going to be not easy. If you lose your card, you have to regain your card by connections in the network. You see, this network is private. And to create your identity, you will also need witnesses. You will need next of kin, for example. You will need allocated other members of the network to verify you. So if you lose your card, you go back to the other members of the network that you know. And they will have to verify that it is you, and then the network will issue you a new card. So there will be a way to get it, but not by yourself. See, at the moment now, everything is centralized. If you lose your card, you have to go back to the company, once more prove your identity, once more prove your name, do all that again, then you can get a new card. In ENTIFY, there's no company, there's no centralized location. It has to come from your verified, friends and family within the network. You have to go back to them and they have to re-authenticate you. So there's always going to be a way back in. And this conscious biometric cryptography, like I said, I think this could become a very addictive game, mastering it. So you can have your autograph. Your autograph must be done in order to create the identity in the first place. So when you get your ENTIFY phone, you will have to master the autograph. So that's the first thing. Once you've mastered an autograph, then you will have the full identity. So only then do you really start. But after that, you will have the magic symbols. And I think we will have 3. So first of all, you only need 1. It will take a while to master 1 symbol. Once you've done that, you can have this as your symbol unlock. But you could have symbol number 2 and symbol number 3. And now this is clever. Again, high level mastery. So if you've mastered 3 symbols, you can be called a master sovereign in the network. Now this gives you a lot. It gives you such high level security. It's unbreakable. 1 symbol is unbreakable, but 3, you could have I don't know, certain level of security. It would require all 3 symbols. Impossible to break. You must enter symbol 1, symbol 2, symbol 3. But it also gives you redundancy. Just say, for example, you forgot 1 symbol, but you remember the other symbol. Or maybe did 1 symbol slightly wrong, and then you try the 2nd symbol slightly wrong, but then you try the 3rd symbol slightly wrong. The ENTIFY will recognize that you know 3 symbols. Each one wasn't perfect, but that you know all 3, and then it will still let you in. It gives you redundancy, and it gives you higher level security. So I think this is very, very clever cryptography. And again, I've discussed this with ChatGPT in great detail. What is the technology required to build this? Is this possible to build? The answer is yes. The technology is here. And for example, even here we're on holiday. Today we're going for a long hike in the mountains in Tenerife. And it's a dangerous hike. We had to book it on the website, and we had to sign our signature. Sign a disclaimer that this hike is dangerous. And literally on the screen, I had to write my signature. It wasn't very good, but still, it proves it already exists. You have to sign the screen, and it will recognize, okay, that is a unique mark. But the autograph and the secret symbols is not that. It's very, very high level. And you will have to have a sort of micro AI system in the phone that recognizes your personal, conscious personality. It will recognize the way your hand moves. It will be more than just what's on the screen. The camera on the phone, the microphone in the phone, the movement of the phone will recognize your hand, the way it moves, everything. So we know it already exists. You sign. But now we will have an autograph. It's not a signature, it's an autograph connected to your consciousness. And that and the secret symbol verifies not only are you present, but you are conscious and you are responsible. So imagine we have a vault. A vault, you need the card or the phone to get in, but you could have a community vault. 3 people are required to access the vault. And those 3 people must come to the vault, touch their phone, and it still won't let them in. You touch your phone once, come back to the phone. It requires your secret symbol or your autograph. Once that's accepted, you touch the phone again and it unlocks. But the 2nd person has to do it, and the 3rd person has to do it. They must be conscious, they must be responsible, cannot be drunk, cannot be coerced. Again, if you're coerced, it won't work. This is where the security system comes in. The phone will detect your nervousness, micro tremors in the way your hand moves. So this is the personal protection, and I'm going to talk about that in detail. But for today, I just want to point out how powerful this new breakthrough technology is. Conscious biometric cryptography. That is the front line of the whole system. It is the front line of the lawful system. The lawful system is an affidavit and an autograph. It is also the front line of the legal system. The legal system is your KYC and signature. There's a slight difference between autograph and signature. However, for us, it will be the same. Autograph signature is one thing. But in the KYC, it will be called signature. In the affidavit, it will be called autograph. And then this conscious biometric cryptography combined with this offline hardware wallet, the cryptography of the Elerium tag. So if this is the ENTIFY card, it's built upon the Elerium tag, the Elerium microchip. That is developed by Nicholas BChat Networks. So we're using BChat Networks Elerium tag to create the ENTI card and to create the ENTI tag. So the ENTI card we know, we hold it, but the ENTI tag, oh, this is going to be clever. Because at the moment it's again a chip, an NFC chip, like these glasses. If this was my glasses, I could scan it with my phone to activate it. If I wanted to buy and sell it, I must scan it with my phone, hand over ownership, and the new owner must scan it to verify transfer of ownership. But in the future, the ENTI tag could be many things. We could develop teeny tiny little tags, like the size of a grain of rice. So that could be embedded. You know, if this is very expensive glasses, embedded in there could be this little tag. You just scan the glasses. It proves ownership of them. So this is very advanced technology, next generation stuff. We've never seen this before. And remember, the final layer is going to be this mesh net blockchain. Proofless mesh net blockchain on the radio mesh network. So not only will we have this Elerium tag, blockchain verification, it's also located. We will know where everything is. Perfectly private, cryptographically private, no one knows, but the blockchain knows. So that means it can be verified that something is somewhere. My identity is verified, and I am located somewhere. Nobody knows where, I know where, and the blockchain knows where. This gives perfect ultimate verification, authentication, but also perfectly cryptographic, private. No one else can know. So I hope this made sense. I wanted to introduce this in a bit more detail, conscious biometric cryptography. Thank you so much again for listening. Please do leave me any questions or comments, and do check out the website. I will let you know when I finally finish updating it, but it's a work in progress. Please understand, everything is a work in progress. This is new stuff, step by step. We're getting there. Thank you so much again, and I look forward to seeing you in any of these other videos here.